Hello everyone. So, how are you guys doing? Today I am going to make a boxing t-shirt design, and for this one I am going to use a premium vector from FreePic. As you can see, this is a premium one, and for this kind of designs like some premium vectors from FreePic or some other websites like this, we just cannot use them as they are, as that will be copyrighted, because if you can use this, then thousands of other users who have premium license can use the same image. So that is the problem here. You must modify these vectors to make your own graphic out of it, and then use as a part of your design. So for this one here, I'm going to first of all, like, I'm going to select them one by one so that I can modify them. And I don't want the red of them or any color of them, I just want the black outline. So I'm selecting this one, and then I'm going to click on this trim option here, and then once it is trimmed out, I can double click to isolate this group. Then I can use my magic wand tool to select these colors from here. That will be easier for me to erase them. As you can see, now I have only this black outline, but I need to make sure it is complete black. I will do that later. So I'm selecting this one again, and then I'm going to use this same trim option, double click so that I am not selecting anything else, and then select these colors one by one and then delete them, kind of this. Make sure you are selecting the colors you want only, not the blacks of the vector. So that is fine. Now this is two part. I'm copying them so that I can place them here. Now as you can see, this is my two graphic here, and I want to just modify them. So I'm going to first of all change their direction, maybe, I don't know. Let's not change the direction here. I'm going to place it something like this. Okay, I will change the direction because I don't want it to place like that. I want to keep it like this. And for this one here, I want to keep it on top of this one, so that a very small or a little part of that is visible, not the whole image. So first step is I am selecting all of it. Then if I click on this black, it is going to be a complete black design. And I am selecting this one, then Ctrl C to copy. You can see my keyboard shortcuts here. Let me know how is this working. This is a new software I'm using. So I'm selecting this one, then open the transparency, press Ctrl F. So Ctrl F will paste it in front. Now I'm going to click on this merge and unite. So merge unite will make it one single shape like this, and that is going to be make it look like that. So this is my final graphic for the boxing gloves. Now for this design here, I'm going to use some text like this: championship boxing. These are some very basic text for boxing niche or boxing designs. You can find some related designs or text in Google. So I am going to use kind of old sport athletics NCV. This font I am going to use for my this boxing text here, kind of this. Then in stroke mode, of course, and I am aligning them center wise. Selecting this one, Ctrl X to cut. Now selecting this ring here, this ellipse here, and then if I go to type on path tool, I can click here, then press Ctrl V. So that is pasted. Now I want to keep it in the exact center position. So I am placing these two anchor point in these two anchor points to center position like this. Then if I click on this center align, it is going to align center wise. But I want to make it bigger, kind of this much or maybe a bit more. So this is good for me. Now I just want to place it kind of overlapping with my these boxing gloves. So if I select this one, maybe a bit up or this way, then Ctrl C to copy. I am selecting my this boxing text, open transparency, press Ctrl F. Then I am going to place, click merge and unite. That is going to make it a complete one single shape. And as you can see, this is how it is looking right now. So that is fine. And for this text here, I'm going to press Ctrl C, Ctrl F, just to make a copy of that. Then I can make it bigger like this. I want to Then if I select this one, as you can see, we have pasted that shape inside the transparency. I don't want it for this one, so I am selecting this championship, Control X to cut. Then I am going to kind of place this here, center position. Maybe I will use my Explorer font here. This one I don't want to be very, I don't want to make it too much bigger, kind of this is good for me. And then for the other part, as you can see, this is not following the curve perfectly, so I am going to first of all make a copy, Control C of the text. Then if I change the position like this, maybe that is too much, I can place it like this. Then I am going to select it all, then again press Ctrl V, that is going to paste it here. So that's fine, let's fix that later. So I am going to use this king of the ring kind of in this position, but I want to make it that font kind of this, and then I am going to make it kind of smaller. Okay, so this one and this two is like use transparency together, so they need to stay in the same position, so I'm making them a group because I don't want to lose their position. That is fine. And for this one here, I don't like the curve here, so I'm copying that, delete, then press Ctrl V so that I can place it kind of in this area. That is fine. Now I'm going to king of the ring, I'm going to place this one here, just selecting them all, center aligning them. Now for this one here, I want to make it like sometime it doesn't look really center, but we need to do that manually. And one more thing, I am pressing Ctrl Shift R for my ruler tool, but you can press Ctrl R, that will bring the ruler. I want to make it like everything I want to keep in a certain wide, so that is the area my designs will be kind of this. Let's make it a bit more bigger, so that is fine. Now for that area, I want to make my text visible, so I am going to create a rectangle here kind of this, then press Shift X. Shift X means make it a stroke, so kind of this, that is fine. I want to select this to text. Okay, before that I am going to break my text here so that I can align them perfectly. So this two is my text and the rectangle, I can align them center wise, horizontally and vertically. Then I need to make some adjustment here, like I want to keep everything inside a certain area, so that is fine. Now if I select my this one, this rectangle, and Ctrl C to copy, I can select my this group, this text and my gloves group, open transparency and then press Ctrl F. Then this is also a stroke here, you can see, but if I press Shift X, that will make it fill, you can see here. So it was like this, you can see the strokes, and then if I press Shift X, that is making it fill color, or you can see that here too. So when it is fill, it is going to hide those area and make my text visible, so that is fine. Now that part is done, let's create this legendary boxer. This text here, I'm going to make it this same text here. Okay, let's break the text so that it is not, it is easier to align them kind of this. Then let's keep it closer. Okay, let's make a little overlapping here too, because that is the effect I am creating here. So if I double click and select my this boxing text, inside the transparency I will find this shape of the boxing gloves, you can see here. If I copy that, Ctrl C, then if I double click to isolate and select this text, then open the transparency and press Ctrl, I can press Ctrl F, so that will, or maybe just, okay, let's bring that a bit up and then click here, then bring that a bit down. So this is just to adjusting the position of that text, that is fine. Okay, so this much is not looking very good. Let's select our text, then inside the transparency, this is the shape of the boxing gloves. I'm making an offset path for it, just a little bit kind of this much, 5 pixel is good. Control C to copy, and that is making this extra area, and that is looking good. So I can select that, bring that a bit down, so I will be able to change this one to bit up. That is fine. And then I will need to place that same thing on inside this boxing. Okay, I'm breaking the font because I don't need that to act like a font anymore. So inside the transparency, I'm deleting the previous one, then press Ctrl F. That will make the offset path 1 here, and as you can see, this is making the cutout look here. So that much is good. Let's click, select out this one. I'm going to break this because I don't want to act it like a font anymore. Let's keep it here, then go to effect, wrap, and then arc lower. Okay, not in this direction, I want to go minus direction. Minus 20% is good. Let's bring that down like this. So this is just to fill that area, as you can see here. So yeah, that much is good. Let's expand it. Now if I double click, I will be able to select this one. I am going to make it a bit longer here, this one and this one. So just to fill the area here, the gap here, that is fine. So this legendary boxer, let's, okay, I'm selecting this shape, this text, and inside that I am going to select this boxing glove shape and then copy this one. Then if I click here, I am going to select this text again. Then I am going to apply that same effect here, that arc lower, but this time I am going to going in the, okay, so I need to make it arc upper option here. Then I can go that same minus direction, but that is too much for this text. Let's keep it like this, a bit down like this, that is fine. So I'm going to expand it because this is the effect, and then inside the transparency I'm going to delete that shape and then press Ctrl F. So Ctrl F will paste my that exact shape here. So that is fine. Now I'm going to select my this. Okay guys, so this part here I'm going to make it a bit bigger just to feel that same kind of effect that we used for the championship one, and here is some more space than that one, so I'm going to make it look like that. So this is the legendary boxer championship. Okay, maybe this one I'm going to make it kind of longer. Okay, so let's keep it like this. Now for this area I want to create some effect here. I'm using my this curvature tool here in this direction, then in the like stroke mode. So if I press V, that will be for selection tool, I'm selecting this one. Then if I press shift W, shift W is for white tool, and I can make it bigger like this in this direction, then smaller in the opposite direction. So I'm going to make a copy here, Control R for reflect. Okay, so reflect is not Control R for you maybe, because this is a custom shortcut I set. So you will find this Control R will bring ruler for you. Now I'm selecting these two and then aligning them center wise. That is just to fill that area, and then for this area I'm going to, I don't know what will look good. Let's put some stars here just to fill it. Now this is a stroke, so if I press shift X will make it like fill, so that is good. Okay, that much is fine. Let's align them and then distribute the space between them, and then I'm going to make it bigger in size, kind of this. Then I'm going to bring a copy here, then again press Ctrl R for reflect. Okay, sorry, Ctrl R is not reflect for you maybe, so that is fine. And for this area I'm going to create, let's not worry about that, let's just create something like this, because this is always go to fill a area, certain area, I can change the stroke to this, and that is going to fill that area like this. Then maybe, I don't know, let's create a star here, of course in fill mode. Then here is a gap, we can place this two in this center position, kind of this, and then another one here maybe. So this is just to fill those area, nothing fancy here. So as you can see, this is how my design is looking right now, and it is done already. I don't want to make any changes here. Okay, so for this one here guys, as you can see, this B is not looking like B, it is kind of looking like R, so it is showing like Roxy. I want to fix that, so let's bring that a bit up. I am pressing 3 times up. So inside the transparency, whatever we pasted, we need to bring that 3 times down. 1 2 3. So that is how you can fix them, because that is the magic of transparency. We can always change our graphic. So as you can see, this is how it is looking, and of course it is going to look like a full front design, but I want everything to be in black color, so that once I can break them like this, it is no stroke right here, everything is filled, but it is still showing some strokes. Let's try to expand them. Now sometimes it doesn't work like this, so if you can simply make it none, that is not going to make any changes here, and then of course make it complete black. So this is my final design for this one. I hope this will give you some advanced idea. So sorry guys. So how to make this kind of designs, or how to make a really customized design using a premium vector. Now of course I will get some comments in the comment section that how we can use them, or is there any problem or copyright issues. Now guys, this was the vector. Let me show you one thing here. So this was your vector pack. Now if you are using this as it is right like this, it may be copyrighted, because this is a premium vector, anyone can use it, but I am using that to make my own graphic and own design, like a composition like this, so that I can use it in my design, and then I can make my own version of the graphics using them. Now this is why those vectors are here. Like if you cannot use them in any of your use or kind of this, then there is no point of publishing those vectors in kind of free or other stock sites like Adobe Stock, Shutterstock. So you can take their graphics and you can make your own version of it, like you can make your own designs using them. That is the reason people are publishing, and people's like us who have subscription of Freepik, they can use their vectors to make their own graphics. So that is the reason you can use them, or this is how you can use them. If you are modifying them or making your own version of designs using them as a part of your design, then you can use them. So this is the tricks, or this is the way of using premium vectors. Now I hope this one will give you some advanced level idea. Thank you everyone for watching my videos. See you in the next video guys. Have a great time. Thank you everyone.